Right, you guys, how you doing? A warm welcome to Country Vanlife TV. I hope you're all good, guys. A bit of a cloudy day today, but it's not too chilly. It's quite nice actually. Kettle's on, mother. Nice cup of rosy Lee. Right, we're going to do a quick one. It's going to be a quick video, this one, guys. A quick fix on my radiator problem. Now you know the issues I had. I think I put a post up some time ago. That I was boiling over. All of a sudden, out of the blue, for no reason whatsoever. It's alright when I'm driving. The actual radiator reading is round about a quarter setting when I'm driving, and it's fine, no problem at all when I'm driving. But when I come to a standstill, because it was pretty cold, I was trying to warm things up without bothering to put my diesel heater on. I left the cab running for about 10 minutes, and she boiled over. Temperature gauge shot straight up to 130 C. And she bubbled and boiled over. I had to cool her down, refill her back up with water, and on my way again, got home, and it was alright driving home. It went back to the quarter position where it should be, which is nice. So the actual thermostat's working fine. As I said before, when I previously put the video out about this issue, guys, that I thought it was the thermostat switch on the actual fan controller that controls the fan. There's a thermocouple inside the radiator that tells the fans to come on. There's two fans in this fan, as with most Talbots. This is a Talbot Express, guys, the old Citroen type of engine. This is a 2.5 diesel, for those that are interested, turbocharged. I've ordered a new thermocouple switch as well. I've ordered a new spanner because the size of the nut was one that I didn't have, so I had to order a spanner on good old Amazon. That came overnight. That's when the issue comes in, so I'm pretty sure it's those fans. But we need to test the fans first, test the voltage in. We're getting 12 volts, test that they're coming on as well, and we'll do that, and that should prove that it's the actual thermocouple cut-off switch for the fan control system. Right, we'll go outside and we'll sort this out, guys. Right, yeah, we're back outside, guys. Lovely jubbly. We've got the bonnet cracked. There we go. I'll take out the spare. It gives me a bit of room, because obviously the radiator's down here and the actual thermocouple switch is down here as well, so be better access to get that out as well. Just the things I've got ready, guys. I've also got some hot water because I'm going to flush the system out as well. While I'm doing this, I might as well flush the system through, get it nice and clean, get all that crap and gunk, because the water's going to be a funny colour in your radiators, guys, after a time. Just get all the bits out of there. So we've got some few litres of water ready to go through. We've got some antifreeze concentrate, so we're going to put some of that in, around about 20% of that in as well with the water. Lovely. But I'm going to flush the system through with hot water to start with, and with all this water as well. Once I've flushed it through thoroughly, then it'll be fine. I'm over a drain in the middle of the street here, guys. There's a drain just underneath the van there. It's got the part number. Got this from Coastal Motorhomes. There we go, guys, if you want to have a look at that. That's the actual part there. Lovely jubbly. I've got my 30mm spanner as well. I think it was £6.50 on Amazon, but it's 29mm not on this, so that should do the job. We'll have a go. Lovely. I've got my tools as well. Right, I'll get this tyre off and we'll test the radiator first. Make sure that the motors are actually working and not blown. Got to check that first, guys. Back to you in a bit. Right, guys, we're show you inside. Here we go. Not too bad. Quite tidy for a 29-year-old van. Right, now the actual switch you're looking at, guys. So I'll just go down there, try and zoom this in. This is the radiator here on the front of the Talbot, guys, and down there, connected to the bottom of the radiator, that's the thermocouple cut-off switch for the fan control. So that's got to come out, guys. Got to unplug it and everything, and get the new one in there. There we go. But what I want to do first, just to confirm that it is the fans. We know the thermostat is working on there. I'm going to test these fans now. I'm going to put a live wire. That's a connector there for the fan, guys. I'm going to put a live 12 volt supply in there, straight from the battery, and see if this gets the battery running, just to make sure that the actual motors, because they can blow on these, not very often. There's two motors, there's one there and there's one there, but we'll test these just to make sure that the motors have not popped. Then we can confirm then that it is the actual thermocouple cut-off switch for the actual radiator fan. Right, I'll get this rigged up and we'll come back in a minute and see if they're working. Right guys, I just took a link from the live line on the actual fan there. I just connected a wire to it and run it to the 12 volt outline there, and both those fans, they're both working fine. Okay, so we know it's not the fans, right? Let's get that little thing out there and see if we're going to struggle getting that out. I hope not, guys. Should be alright, I think. The spanner is a mil short, but we should be okay. Anyway, let's get a spanner on it. Have a look. So guys, just unplug those. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's the 3 switches there. The same bits on the supplied one we've got. Trying to do this one-handed. There we go. I've got the wrench. That's on there nicely. That's on there. So it's about a mil short, this wrench, so hopefully it'll... Oh yeah, felt movement there. Just get that wrench off. I felt it move then, so we might get away with this with a 1 mil bigger wrench. Yeah, and it's turning by hand now, as you can see, guys. It's turning by hand now. Liquid's obviously going to come out from the radiator. So get this out. There we go. Out she comes all the way. There we go. Here comes all the gunk. Okay, that's just flowing down onto the water. Okay, we've got the kettle. Just undo my filler cap for this. This water's just boiled on this, so we'll run this through the system, guys. It'll run straight through. Can I pull that? I can't pull this bloody handle on this kettle. There we go, it's going in there fine. Okay, that's all coming out down there, as you can see, guys. All running through. That is running through quite clear now. You can see there, guys. It's all running through quite clear. But I'm going to flush it through with 2 bottles of water as well. Cold water. Get it nice and clean. There we go. As you can see now, guys, I've put about 6 bottles through. See, that's running clear now, crystal clear, the water coming out of there now, guys. Hope you can see that. It was all rusty water, really horrible. So all the gunk's out of the system now. Lovely job, Lee. We'll get this therm cut-off switch back. There's the old switch, guys, and there's the new one. We've got an airplane going over above. Here we go. The old one and the new one, exactly the same connectors and everything. Right, let's get this on. Nice fitting new parts. Right, new switch installed. There she be. Should be all nice and sealed. It's a bit awkward to get it tight, but we've got it in there, guys. It's all connected up. Right, we'll get this radiator filled up with antifreeze dilute as well, and we'll run it up and try and get it to temperature and see what's happening. Lovely jubbly. Right, guys, that's the coolant topped up. I'm going to run the engine now. It will pump a bit more through, so I may have to top it up more. We'll get it up to temperature, then I need to bleed it off. You have to bleed it with the bleeder to get it through to the ether matrix. So you have to bleed it through, guys, when you're topping up your water, or replacing your water anyway. We've got antifreeze in there as well. Right, we're going to turn the engine on, guys. Hopefully gently. In we go. We'll see what it's doing, see whether this has worked, eh? Get my key in. Here we go. Lights are all on. Just wait for the diesel heater to go out. She's out in neutral. So, lovely jubbly. Right, so I'm going to let that run now. We'll get it to temperature, then we'll bleed the system, as I said. That should be that job done, hopefully. Right guys, I don't know whether you can hear me. I'm going to open the bleed valve now. We've got a bit of temperature in the engine. I'm going to open this bleed valve here, get it flowing through there nice and so it's flowing through lovely, then lock it back up guys. This will be a little bit warm. Careful when you bleed a system guys, you can't let it get too hot, otherwise it's going to be red hot on your hands and you can't get the valve screw back on, so be careful with that when you're doing that. Don't let the engine get too hot, just make sure it's bleeding through the heater matrix and you'll be fine. Right, we'll let that run temperature now and see what she does when she's warmed up. Right guys, back at you. It's another day now. It's a bit brighter today. Bloody started raining yesterday, so I had to back up. So I started again today. So we bled the system. As I say, it does get hot, so be careful when you do that. I've just done a bit of a fill test on it. I've been about 15 miles in a couple of circles, not more than a couple of miles from my house. Just go around in circles down to the river by me. I let it idle for about half an hour as well, and the temperature never went. It's reading now on the actual temperature dial for the heater. For the radiator, it was averaging around about 60 degrees, which is perfect, which is where we want it to be, which is lovely. I was a bit confused on the sync on the fans, because there's a small fan and a big fan. Still not, I've had a look on a few forums and whatever, still not sure what sequence they come in, but I think the small fan is for just normal temperatures when it's not too hot. I think the big one kicks in when it does get hot outside in higher temperatures guys, so but anyway, we've tested the fans, we've got 12 volts on both of them, we've got them working. Carl came down to give me a hand as well. Thanks Carl, because I was a bit worried about a bit of the wiring in there. So we had to rewire that, well Carl did. He rewired it, put some new wires in, connected everything back up again. And as I say, big thanks to Carl for that. So it looks like everything's running with that new switch. Right, I'll take you outside now. So we're running at around about 60 degrees. It's settled there. It seems to be happy at 60 degrees. But that may change in the warm weather. We'll just pop outside, guys, just explain a couple of things. Let's turn her up because we know it's working. I've had it idling for well, a couple of hours this morning. Then I went out for a test run, and for about 10 miles, and I sat by the river for half an hour as well. And it didn't go above 60 degrees on the temperature gauge, which is lovely. Right, so just look down there, that's the big fan there I'm on about. That's not kicked in yet, so whether it's warm or whether that comes in, but that seems to be the main fan in normal temperatures. Not sure any idea on this how these fans work, which one comes on first and what stays on or whatever, but I think the small one runs mainly in normal cooler weather, and I think the big one kicks in when we get to 20-30 degrees outside. Just show you the wiring down there guys. There's the that's a new thermal switch in on the radiator. We've rewired nice and safe. Over here, that's the bleed valve I was on about. This is topped up nicely now. That's a bleed valve to bleed it through the system. Make sure there's no air blocks. Make sure it's going through the heater matrix system. You have to bleed the actual radiator as well. That's the bleed switch for the radiator there. Make sure there's no air blockage in the actual radiator itself, because you want this full of water. So you have to bleed it there, get all the air out until there's water coming out, and screw that back up. And there we go. Hopefully that's the end of the overheating problem on Christine. So it was only in idle mode where it boiled over, but I'll give that a thorough testing now, so that should be fine. So I've done 10 miles, sat for half an hour, plus before we went out when we rewired it and everything, got it all set back up again. We run it for about 4 hours on the drive, and no sign of overheating at all, and the fans, the small fan kicked in now and again, so it's back under control. So it's I think it was a combination of the wiring, excuse that wind guys, it was a combination of the wiring and the radiator thermocouple switch playing up. So hopefully that is sorted. That's another job on Country Van Life. Any questions down below? Well, that wind's blowing a bit now. Bloody wind on films. Any questions, put them down below guys. Only too happy to answer any advice at all. So I'm not sure on the sync on those vans. I'm sure it's a small one day-to-day use, and the big one kicks in when it gets really hot. Not sure. I don't think anybody's quite clear on that one, but it's all done and dusted. Till next time, you be good guys, and we'll see you on the next upload from Country Van Life TV. You stay safe. It looks like the restrictions may lift in April, so we may be able to get out and do some field tests on Christine. She's looking sweet as a nut. Lovely. Till next time guys, thanks for watching. Ta-da!